How the FDA monitors digital platforms for product compliance. The digital marketplace and public health. The internet has transformed how consumers access products, especially in areas like dietary supplements, skincare, and medical devices. While this convenience offers great advantages, it also opens the door to unsafe and misleading marketing practices. Companies can easily make unverified claims, and products that may not meet regulatory standards can reach consumers without proper oversight. As online shopping becomes the norm, e-commerce listings have emerged as a major focus of the FDA's digital compliance efforts. Platforms like Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and independent online stores allow businesses to sell dietary supplements, medical devices, cosmetics, and over-the-counter drugs directly to consumers, often without the traditional regulatory oversight applied to brick-and-mortar retailers. E-commerce listings frequently contain product descriptions, health claims, reviews, images, and promotional offers. These elements can influence consumer behavior and create the false impression that a product is safe, effective, or approved by the FDA, even if it is not. To protect the public, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, actively monitors digital platforms. This includes websites, social media, online marketplaces, and promotional materials, ensuring that companies comply with federal regulations governing product safety, efficacy, and labeling. How the FDA scans websites and social media. The FDA's oversight extends beyond physical inspections and product testing. One of the agency's most proactive enforcement strategies is the digital surveillance of marketing practices. This includes the routine scanning of online advertisements, company websites, e-commerce listings on Amazon.com, eBay.com, Walmart.com, Shopify.com, Etsy.com, Squarespace.com, Alibaba.com, and social media posts. The goal is to detect misleading, false, or illegal claims that could jeopardize public health. The FDA employs both automated tools and trained personnel to scan digital content for non-compliant products and promotional claims. These tools monitor keywords, hashtags, influencer endorsements, and product listings. The agency keeps a watchful eye on phrases that suggest unproven treatments, such as cure for cancer or instant COVID-19 protection, especially when associated with unapproved supplements or devices. Social media presents unique risks because content spreads rapidly, often through influencers and user-generated posts. The FDA evaluates whether these promotions follow legal guidelines, particularly those related to unapproved drug claims, improper risk disclosures, or false implications of FDA approval. Enforcement actions and consequences. When the FDA identifies violations, it takes various enforcement actions. These can range from issuing warning letters and requesting voluntary corrections to seizing non-compliant products or initiating recalls. In severe cases, civil or criminal penalties may be pursued, particularly when public health is at serious risk or companies are repeat offenders. If your company is not located in the United States, please note that products that appear to be misbranded or unapproved new drugs are subject to detention and refusal of admission if they are offered for importation into the United States. These enforcement actions are publicly documented and serve as a deterrent to other businesses. They also educate consumers and industry stakeholders about what constitutes compliant marketing. Collaboration with other agencies. The FDA often works in coordination with the Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, especially when addressing deceptive advertising practices. While the FDA focuses on health-related claims and regulatory compliance, the FTC addresses false or misleading marketing tactics. This partnership strengthens the government's ability to monitor and enforce laws across digital platforms. FDA and FTC, distinct roles with shared goals. While both agencies aim to protect consumers, their specific responsibilities differ slightly. FDA is responsible for regulating food, drugs, medical devices, cosmetics, tobacco products, and dietary supplements. It ensures that health-related claims about these products are scientifically valid, not misleading, and legally compliant. The FDA has authority over labeling and promotional materials for prescription drugs and certain other regulated products. FTC enforces laws that prohibit unfair or deceptive advertising and marketing practices, especially in the consumer space. This includes supplements, over-the-counter drugs, and health-related products not subject to FDA prescription labeling laws. Joint efforts and enforcement actions. The agencies frequently coordinate investigations, share data, and sometimes issue joint warning letters to companies making false or misleading claims. Common areas of overlap include online advertisements that claim unproven health benefits, including curing cancer, reversing Alzheimer's, or preventing COVID-19. Social media promotions by influencers or brands that fail to disclose risks or overstate product efficacy. Dietary supplement marketing, which often straddles both agencies' jurisdictions. For instance, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the FDA and FTC jointly issued dozens of warning letters to companies promoting unapproved products claiming to prevent or treat the virus. Complementary strengths. Their collaboration works because they bring different powers to the table. The FDA can seize illegal products, issue product recalls, enforce labeling and manufacturing compliance. The FTC can impose civil penalties, obtain injunctions or restitution for harmed consumers, ban deceptive advertisers from making certain claims in the future. By combining regulatory oversight, FDA, with consumer protection and marketing enforcement, FTC, the two agencies create a more comprehensive enforcement framework for digital and traditional marketing of health products. Consumer complaints and public alerts are another key tool in the FDA's digital surveillance. Reports from the public help the agency detect new or rapidly spreading risks that may not yet be on their radar. The role of consumer complaints in FDA monitoring. Consumers, healthcare professionals, and whistleblowers often serve as the first line of defense when it comes to spotting non-compliant or potentially dangerous products. With millions of products circulating online, it's impossible for the FDA to monitor everything in real time. That's where public input becomes critical. The FDA encourages individuals to report suspicious or misleading health claims online, unapproved or misbranded drugs and supplements, products that caused adverse health effects, false claims of FDA approval or endorsement, improper advertising on social media or e-commerce platforms. These reports help the agency identify emerging trends, investigate risks, and prioritize enforcement actions. How the FDA uses consumer reports. Once a complaint is submitted, the FDA may open an investigation into the product or company, review the company's online marketing materials, including websites and social media posts, conduct laboratory testing or inspections if the product is being distributed widely, collaborate with the FTC or other regulatory bodies to take appropriate legal action. If the complaint reveals a serious risk to public health, the FDA can issue warning letters, request product recalls, or even seize the product. In cases involving harmful or fraudulent claims, especially about life-threatening conditions, the agency moves swiftly. Public alerts and safety communications. The FDA also issues public alerts or safety communications to warn consumers about illegal or contaminated products, scams or frauds, particularly during public health emergencies. Dangerous interactions or adverse effects. For example, if the FDA identifies a supplement being falsely marketed as a natural cure for diabetes based on consumer tips, it may release a public notice advising consumers not to use the product. Real-world impact. A notable example occurred during the COVID-19 pandemic. The FDA received numerous consumer complaints about unapproved products sold online claiming to prevent or cure the virus. These reports triggered investigations and led to hundreds of warning letters and product removals, a testament to how valuable public input can be. Consumer complaints and public alerts are essential tools in the FDA's digital toolkit. They help the agency detect violations faster, act more efficiently, and protect the public from harm. By empowering the public to report suspicious products, the FDA builds a collaborative system of surveillance that is responsive, modern, and focused on health and safety. As e-commerce and digital marketing continue to evolve, so does the FDA's approach to regulation and enforcement. Routine scanning of digital platforms is now a critical component of public health protection. Through proactive monitoring, strategic partnerships, and responsive enforcement, the FDA ensures that online product promotions remain truthful, safe, and legally compliant, helping consumers make informed decisions and stay protected in the digital age. Is your company manufacturing, exporting, or importing FDA-regulated products? Contact ITB Holdings LLC at www.itbholdingsllc.com. You may want to use the free live support chat available 24/7, including in foreign languages, for your convenience. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights and updates. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we release new content. Until next time, stay safe, stay compliant, and stay tuned. See you next week.